So there's been a growing narrative that SaaS, the software industrial complex as we know it, is dying because of AI. In its place, a new acronym, ironically also called SaaS, but this time Service as a Software, is picking up steam and replacing the old SaaS. So what the heck is this new SaaS and how is it different? Simply put, the old SaaS paradigm is about creating standardized software as productivity tools designed for us humans. We're the operators of these tools. Think of your standard CRM or ERP platforms. We use these tools to complete tasks faster and stay organized, but we humans still own and do each step of the business process end to end. Services software, this new paradigm, on the other hand, is different because it puts the delivery of the final outcome front and center. Instead of humans doing the work, AI agents own the end-to-end business process, or at least subparts of it, and us humans' roles shift from the operator to delegator and evaluator. A lot of people find this shift unprecedented and honestly alarming, and I agree to a certain degree. However, I wanted to also point out that this type of shift isn't exactly unique in human history. Let's use the evolution of the textile industry as an example. In a pre-industrial cottage era, garments or clothes were made entirely by hand in individual households. It was slow, purely manual process limited by human labor. This is just like the pre-SaaS era where softwares were written on-premise by individual companies and humans had to manually input data into disconnected spreadsheets. Then in the late 1700s, the power loom and mechanized sewing machines were invented, creating a massive productivity boom. This standardized clothing production, much like how our most used SaaS products standardize business processes today. But importantly, to point out, they were still just tools. A human still had to sit there, pump the pedal, and guide every single stitch, just like we still had to click and type through our SaaS apps. Finally, we reached the automated mill era in the 20th century where fully automated factories took over. Humans no longer need to actually make the fabric. They become overseers of the factory and controllers of the machines. This is equivalent to, I think, this new AI service as a software paradigm where AI agents own the delivery of the outcome while us humans' role shifts from that of the operator to the director and evaluator, as I said. The natural next question is, what then happens to value creation when the bottleneck of production is completely removed? Again, let's take a look at the textile industry. Once the automated factory, the mills, could produce all the clothes we ever needed, the simple ability to just create a shirt was no longer valuable. The value instead shifted towards design, craftsmanship, distinction, and custom tailoring of your clothes. I think the exact same thing I predict will happen in the software industry with the rise of AI agents. The raw production of code or software features will lose its premium value. Businesses will no longer settle for one-size-fits-all tools. Instead, the premium will shift towards tailored customizations, distinct taste, design, and the human touch of the service. Does this historical parallel make sense to you? Leave a comment to let me know what you think.